wants to be the opening character this time around? Alright, I guess we will open on Paz and his drunken musings as he follows Akula around the castle, Scooby-Doo style.
Is a ferret badger a ferret or a badger?
It's neither. It's its own species. They're just, they look like both species, so people assume that they're either a ferret or a badger. I guess Paz can start singing a sea shanty? He's following Akula singing a sea shanty, I guess. Very obnoxiously. I don't know which sea shanty, because I don't know that many, but...
The Wellerman. You can sing the Wellerman.
He's just being...
It's like the equivalent of following a fat person around and playing the tuba.
He's singing a sea shanty that he heard off of some weird person he met at a bar once. Don't forget, this guy's been wandering around for 30 years, and he's probably been to several seaside bars.
I'm gonna say Akula notices your obnoxious singing, because I don't know how she could not notice that.
He's not even trying to be hidden anymore. You guys...
I don't think he ever was.
Nope. Everyone just wasn't paying attention.
The annoying singing. How do you respond to the singing?
Wait, don't I know you? And why are you singing? Why are you following me?
Everyone else left, so it's just you and me now.
Okay. I don't think we introduced ourselves. I'm, Akula. What's your name?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
That's the name that some random lass I met 20 years ago called me. I don't even remember my own name.
Wow. I'm gonna roll a notice check to see if I notice, his breath.
Alright, go ahead. Actually, you know what? I might just give you this one because I'm pretty sure this would be really obvious.
This dude's like 5 times more drunk than the average person. What could even stand?
We did just establish that this guy fucking sweats alcohol.
He smells like wine.
I feel like he's the kind of guy.
Strongly of booze.
I feel like he's the kind of guy who just gets people tipsy by smelling him.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Secondhand intoxication.
Oh dear.
Okay. Well, given your, smelling like cheap booze, I think I can figure out why you forgot your name.
Yeah, I've been drunk 30 years. What are you gonna do about it?
We're gonna need... You know what? Now that I think about it, these rich types, I wonder, what if they got some stuff I can mix up for a hangover cure?
Well, then you'd have to find the kitchen for that.
Well, as luck would have it, I'm something of a cook.
Cool. Actually, wouldn't say cool. He'd see something else.
I was gonna say, Paz might be kind of skeptical about you trying to cure his hangover. I'm trying to sober him up.
You think you can sober me up, huh? You think you can actually bring back the real me? No!
Look, I make Chinese-Mexican fusion cuisine at a restaurant. That won't snap you back to normal. I don't know what will. At the very least, it will change you. That'd be an improvement.
You don't need to improve me. I'm already perfect.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, Muskie. Alright, let's get to the kitchen. I've got some...
It sounds like Paz isn't fighting you on this. They're going along, they just don't think you'll succeed.
Alright.
Paz just doesn't care, that's a fact.
Alright, time to work some culinary magic. If I can find the kitchen.
Alright. Well... how do you look for the kitchen? Go find it.
Okay, well, I can't see the map from above in character, so... I'm just gonna walk down the hall.
Well, I mean, I guess you could try using a reason check to see if you can figure out where the kitchen would be.
I suppose that's true. Or you could just ask somebody. There are a couple of little guards in places.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could use Paz's magical luck that managed to beat a gamble game, and he just magically finds it.
That's a good point. You know what? Paz, roll for luck to find the kitchen.
So I just roll 1d6 plus his luck, or
Yeah, both of you roll. Both you.
1d6. And
Actually, now that I think about it, given how high Paz's luck is, there's no way you guys wouldn't find the kitchen. There's just no sensible way that this would be something that you would fail at. Paz is just comically, ridiculously lucky.
Congratulations, you made a busted character.
I got a 6.
Luck is used in very specific situations, to be fair.
Okay, so I
But
rolled a
that takes
6,
Paz
so I
to
got a
the kitchen.
16.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna say Akula's gonna sit Paz down at one of the dining tables as she goes into the kitchen to make something. There are a couple of castle staff members, though, that are curious as to what you're doing in here. What do you tell them?
Do you mind if I help you guys?
One of them considers asking who you are, but then the other just shrugs and says that you can help out.
All right, good. I'm something of a short order cook, so I'd be happy to help.
The one who has agreed is an older woman, and she immediately directs you to some vegetables that need chopping. The younger one, he seems pretty annoyed with this, but she doesn't seem interested in hearing his input.
And
All
Paz
right.
flirt with the older lady.
What you're doing here? If you're a new staff member or what?
Yeah, I am gonna have to hustle my way through this.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. Persuasion check, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead, do persuasion.
Oh boy.
Or no, that would be bluff or fast talk.
Yeah,
Most
well,
likely.
either or.
I just got hired on as a journeyman. You know, just learning the ropes, seeing where things are.
Alright, so what's your total?
6.
Alright. Oh, it's just a total of 6. He doesn't buy that. You're not in uniform.
Oh.
So, maybe you'll need to try something else. You are friends with the princess, and that might not be a bad idea to fall back on. But, even if you do kind of still have to weasel your way out of the fact that he just caught you lying.
Well, I kind of. Oh crap! I just remembered. I'm not exactly dressed for the occasion. Let me go find my uniform.
Oh, so you decide you're gonna double down. Alright, so now that means that you and Paz get to go on a magical adventure to try and find the laundry room so you can steal a
Ah. I wanted to flirt with the old lady.
Oh, they're doing that? What was everybody else doing?
Alright, let's cut to the next character. I'll assume he's in a different location, so we'll cut to him last. And then let's move on to Haley and Aurora next. Alright, girls. Aurora, you're getting a bath and a fresh change of clothes. Haley is with you, as well as another maid who is there to assist you. Not that you need assistance, but you have an assigned nursemaid there to assist.
Mm-hmm.
Does the nursemaid get a good look at the wound?
Well, I don't know. How do you interact with your nursemaid?
I just greet her like I always do. Just, hello. Good to see you. again."
Alright. Well, do you allow her to undress you and bathe you, or do you insist on doing it yourself? Do you try to hide your wound?
Aurora does it herself. Like, she insists on undressing herself. Like, herself.
Alright.
Haley just quotes her awesome with me when all that is done. She.
Yeah.
Alright. So It doesn't sound like you're being especially like you're putting a special effort into hiding the wound. So I'm going to say that the nursemaid does in fact see the wound on your shoulder, but given that you were so adamant about her giving you your space, she chooses not to say anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do notice her looking though.
Don't look at me, I'm hideous.
So no comments, nothing. You're just gonna take your bath and bath quietly, and then get dressed and.
Yeah, she's just gonna try and ignore the eyes on her, basically.
All right.
Let us resume the awkward silence.
I just imagine that he in a situation just like back to this. She's trying not to make it awkward, but she's an empath, so she could tell just by the room that it is very awkward. So she's like, just like my high school years. Here we go.
Alright, so once you're bathed and dressed, then what? Do you dismiss the nursemaid to talk privately with Haley? Do you talk with her? Do you talk with Haley while she's in the room? What do you do? What are you doing next?
She dismisses the nurse to then talk to Haley. Like,
alright.
And she also requests for, she also requests that Haley would get, like, a nice fitting, or like trying to find a nice fitting pair of new clothes for her.
The nursemaid says that she can try. The nursemaid has. When you try to dismiss her, she tells you that she'd have to stay outside the room on your parents' request. But when you mention that Haley needs better fitting clothes, roll a persuasion to see if you can use this to convince her to give you guys space.
Okay, on it. Persuasion. D6. 5. That is. Persuasion, that is in 5. 6. So that is an 11. And persuade. There's a 3. So that is an 11, 12, 13, 14.
Alright, you are well successful. You are able to convince her to give you guys space so that to give you guys space on the grounds that Haley needs new clothes. So she does leave. She leaves for the laundry room to find something that will fit your friend.
Oh my goodness, she's gone. I couldn't take
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Yeah, we'll check back in on that saucy laundry room drama later. What are you girls talking about? Also, Ursa, roll a notice check to see if you overhear their conversation from your position posted on the other side of the door.
Aurora just hates it here.
Oh, notice his brains, I think.
I got a 5 base. 1d6?
Yeah. We're only doing 2d6s in combat.
Yeah, 5 plus 5, I got a 10.
Alright. I'm going to say you can hear some of their conversation, but not all of it. You can hear enough to follow along, but it's muffled. Alright, girls. You have your chat.
I hate it here.
I look at Aurora and I ask her, "Hey Aurora, do you want me to teach you how to make weapons?"
You do that for me?
Yeah, I can make it a weapon to take yourself with. I'm not sure how your parents are gonna feel about that, but honestly, I don't give a damn. So,
I don't care what my parents think. That's cool.
They just fucking walk in to see their daughter holding a 9mm.
well, no, well, no, I should specify that Haley is a blacksmith. She knows how to She knows how to like make a gun and all that, but her specialty is medieval type of weapons, so like bow and arrows, swords,
She's a
whip.
blacksmith normally.
Yeah, so
There
she
is actually a forge in the castle. If
ooh
you guys could manage to sneak out of the bedroom, you could go to the forge and do your little blacksmithing lesson. But
yeah.
I don't imagine Aurora's parents want her leaving her room right now, so granted, you did dismiss the nursemaid. And the only person outside right now is Ursa, so that's just a
Yeah.
matter of how much Ursa's willing to enforce your parents' rules.
I don't give a fuck. My job is to stick by Aurora, whatever she decides. As long as we end up getting that bird bitch.
But Aurora's just thinking out loud. She's like, okay, how much it would depend. It depends on how long she will take to get into the dressing room, and then it will also have to take the count of how long her steps here take. That would give us a few more minutes because it might take her a while to look for something that will be fitting for anyone, really.
I mean, it's whatever you want to do, Princess. I'll just be by your side to protect you and all that. I just don't want you to get into more trouble with the parents. And I don't feel like being the upset royalty today, so.
My parents are quite a handful when it comes to that stuff. Believe me, I've lived with them for 17 years. But let's get out of here, please. I don't want to be in my room.
Whatever you say, Princess, just lead the way.
I am out of here.
Wait. Got me thinking about the one meme. Bye, Felicia.
She probably sees Ursa and she's like, I guess she has her eyes on Ursa and she's kind of like, she's giving him a face where it's, you know, the face where she's like, please don't tell it, like, please don't tell anyone.
So the girls are poking their head out of the room and giving you the puppy dog eyes.
Now.
What is the clear from Ursa?
Oh God, what now? So what do you tell him?
Well, Aurora wants me to make her a weapon for her, and she's about to take me to see a warrior blacksmith. Yeah, full blacksmith, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, that's what we do. You want to join us, or I can make you a weapon too, Ursa.
I've got plenty of armaments. What the hell are you gonna make for Aurora?
I think it's what's it called again, Aurora?
I've seen some of the knights have rapiers. I like rapiers.
Oh no, you're not using a rapier. You're gonna poke your eye out.
What?
Oh come on, Ursa. Oh come on, Ursa. I can teach you how to use a weapon.
Well, there's a difference.
I thought of.
Don't stop with a simple bludgeon. A simple bludgeon.
Please.
Come on, Ursa.
He wants a rapier, though. They're all pretty and fine.
Come on, Ursa. Don't be a grumpy old ass. Come on. We lose once in a while.
You can
I just imagine the Firefly girl.
Giving you both the face.
I just imagine the Firefly girl with brass knuckles.
Yeah, I mean, need to make hay with some brass knuckles too. So, but anyways.
But I mean, to be fair, she doesn't. I don't
I'm
think she
getting
has
the
a whole lot of
impression
physical
Ursa's
strength.
only gonna let you girls go make weapons if it's a weapon he approves of.
Aww.
I don't approve of any weapon. She's a princess.
But Ursa, she needs to learn how to protect herself. I don't know why we argue about this.
How am
See?
I need to
No,
protect
shield-
myself.
a shield can technically be used as a weapon.
With weapons, with said weapon. But
Ursa.
wants a rapier, make her a rapier.
Oh, you're the best, Ursa, and I just walk up and give Ursa the biggest spell I could give him. Hopefully didn't break a web, but just...
Haley hugs you very tight. Remember, she's twice your size.
It just picks him up and spins around like, you're the best.
I get a rapier, yes!
Well, yeah, you're still gonna follow them. And then image of Haley giving Ursa a big bear hug. Like, Ursa's literally a bear and a middle-aged man, and he's getting crushed by a teenage girl.
Aurora, actually, to add into that, Aurora flies like kind of like like she kind of goes above, and then she also gives everyone a hug.
They're all like one crazy ass family.
He just picks me up off the ground, giving me a bear hug, and then fucking Aura flies up and hugs me along with her.
Yes.
In the middle, like, oh, please.
Oh, shoot, yeah. Let me push it down, Ursa, before I break your back. There you go.
Alright,
Have
you two
dry.
are gonna make your way over to the forge, which brings us to Alsumi, who is over in the black market. We're cutting back to him now.
Oh yeah, you have a map for that.
Yeah. I actually did. I saw this and I was like, this is cool. I want to do something with this.
Nice.
Alright, Alsumi.
It
Pick
looks.
a job to do your thing, I guess.
It looks to be above ground. This map.
Yes, this one is actually, this is not underground.
So it's just in the shitty part of town.
Yeah, basically.
Well, you don't want to go to the black market, you just go to a market.
Well, yeah.
I'm selling a caustic venom.
I don't know if it's necessarily
Yes,
illegal to
and
sell,
most
though.
stores sell some amount of fucking hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think it's an illegal substance to spell.
Now, it might be
It might be-
illegal in the concentration that you supply.
Yes, the concentration might be questionable, but it's not necessarily a banned substance. And to be fair, you can't really... Well, I mean, I guess you can ban a bodily fluid from market, obviously, but... You know...
Yeah, I'm not sure if it'll be labeled as a hazardous chemical or a hazardous
Biohazard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be both, actually. Alright.
Hey.
Do your thing, Osumi. Haggle.
Alright.
Rings you earn.
What was the it was persuasion, right? Or do you want me to actually like role play the scenario?
No, it's the same thing as the last time.
Okay.
You do a persuasion check, and whatever your total is, you get that much with a 0 added on the end.
Yeah.
That's how many rings you get.
Is persuasion.
I can see the nursemaid there because she's trying to find clothes that fit Haley.
Yeah.
But we don't got anything in the castle that can fit a giant, so.
Occasionally Mobians that are human size, like Vector's human size.
Yes, but is that normal? It's something you would have on hand? That's like me having a t-shirt that would fit Shaq.
Who?
Yeah.
I mean, for Haley, she is smaller than the average human, so long. So I feel like it'll be easy to find.
Yeah.
It's a 1d6, right?
Yeah, 1d6.
Yeah, 1d6, so.
6 plus your persuasion plus your personality.
Okay, I got 11, so that's like 110, right?
Mm-hmm. And you can do it twice.
Those were both very bad rolls.
And you still got 100 and 100. You still got like 210 rings out of it.
Yeah, I still got 210 rings because my persuasion is amazing.
Add them into your inventory, and while you're at it, tell us how much is in your wallet currently.
Just remember that the characters are not aware of this.
Mm-hmm.
I have 530 rings.
Wow.
Yes,
That's a lot of money.
Alsumi's the fucking moneymaker here. He's the breadwinner in this
I'm
family.
here to make money and fuck it up.
Oh my gosh. Where did you get
Just
that?
gonna be that character that no one knows how much money he has, but whenever anyone needs money, he's just like, I got you.
Isn't that a rogue role?
It kind of is, isn't it, actually? You kind of are filling the stereotypical rogue role within the group dynamic as being the person who's always got the money.
Because they're steely and questionable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no one ever sees me make money.
I know. Except Akula. She saw you the first time.
Oh yeah, because I asked Akula where the black market was.
Alright, so I'm gonna say, while you're here, you notice a familiar face
Uh-oh.
in the crowd.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Who's it gonna be? Oh, shit.
Oh!
Green.
Oh
the guy
no.
who's harassing Paz, or being harassed by Paz. It's kind of unclear.
That I convinced to leave him alone.
Mm-hmm.
He might have had some time to think about what you said, and maybe he doesn't feel that way anymore.
Oh, but you do notice him.
Does he notice him?
Clutch has not noticed you, but you notice him.
Okay.
Or does he notice him noticing that Dutch doesn't notice him?
Wait, what?
Nick, do a notice
I'm just
check.
fucking with you.
Oh
Uh,
my gosh.
There's 3 brains. Is it against his something, or is it
No,
just a?
it's not against anything of his, because he's not seeing you.
All right, I got a 13 total.
Alright, so you do, in fact, notice him not noticing you.
That whole situation, like, oh god, did he see me?
Yeah, you're like, no, it doesn't look like he saw me. He's talking to somebody at one of the shops. And, you see them exchange, you see an exchange of suspicious crates with tarps over top of them.
Oh.
The crates jiggle a little bit.
I'm gonna sneak over here. So that'd be the sneak check against his notice.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which
I guess
is-
that would be what that is.
Since it's a versus, it's a 2d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's against his.
Yeah, 2d6 when you're doing versus.
Where is it? There it is.
Did you grab more pizza, baby?
Oh shit! I rolled a. I'll just roll another d6. My bad. I meant to roll 2. Okay, I got a 14 total.
Let's see what he gets. 9 plus 7.
I
To
think
my
that's
surprise, he notices you.
Oh.
He's not expecting that, given how sneaky you are, but he catches on to you.
fuck.
Oh, it's a
rolled
good
3
thing
and
I'm
a
not
1.
here.
I
You
rolled a
made it.
3 and a 1. He rolled a 6 and a 3.
Oh, so he rolled shit.
And the other guy rolled well, so he actually notices you sneaking around, watching him.
Oh no.
Bluff, fast talk.
So yeah, he walks over to you to see what you're doing here.
Hey
He's
mate,
not
how you
hostile
doing?
yet. He's checking you out. He recognizes you from the train.
How you doing, bud? How are things?
Casual.
Oh, just here on business, and you?
Actually, same. I'm making sweet dough.
He laughs at you. He can tell that you are trying to sound. He can tell that you are trying to put on the affect of a smooth criminal and
Oh,
failing.
Can I roll a bluff or a performance or something?
Go ahead.
All right.
Also me saying sweet dough. No.
It's just a 1d6 because it's not a versus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's not a versus.
Mhm.
Well, if you're actually trying to lie to him, then I guess it would be a versus to see if he can sees through you.
Yeah, that's
Well,
Your
I guess
personality versus his. It's gonna be your bluff versus his bluff, right?
right.
Okay, so we're gonna do a bluff versus bluff for a bluff versus bluff for this. So roll your bluff check, and then I will do his.
Personality and bluff. Uh, 13.
Ooh. You, by an extremely narrow margin, are able to convince him, but barely. You eked by with 1 point. So what are you gonna? What's your bluff?
Oh shit! I was just like trying to make sure he wasn't suspicious of me. That
Right, he doesn't see through you. Alright.
Yeah.
But he doesn't.
okay.
Ultimately seems to settle on this being a coincidence.
Yeah. And I mean, in all fairness, it was actually that I happened to be in the black market as well.
It was. He asks you what kind of industry you're in.
Fuck shit up industry.
I am going to tell the God's honest truth. Actually,
That you sell your venom.
no, actually, I kill people for a living.
He's an assassin.
Right.
Yeah, no one else knows this about me still,
Right, because you
and
didn't.
he has no reason to tell anyone.
That's real interesting. Would never have guessed by the company you keep.
Yeah, they never really asked me.
Bet it's gonna
What's
be
a trained killer doing hanging out with a bunch of squares?
Bet it's gonna be a fun time when they figure that out. You got a plan?
Not really.
Well, you better
mean,
come up with one.
They don't really strike me as the kind of people who would ever ask.
You're a career killer. They'll find out eventually.
Well, technically, we already know. He's trying to kill everyone he meets.
I mean, in all fairness, they've actually already
First, you
witnessed
kind
me
of got
kill
into
someone.
that when you stabbed that bitch for no reason.
For no reason.
No good reason.
He leaves you alone and returns to his business, but he does leave you with a bit of warning advice. Men like you two, it's not a smart idea to associate with the feds. And you better tread carefully, because yes, he could tell Ursa was a fed.
Mm.
Even through my spazzed out fucking armament. Just
Yes. He could tell from the way you carry yourself.
Admittedly, I've grown to despise him a bit.
Well, yeah. Never met a fed who wasn't an annoying piece of shit.
Oh.
hey.
Yeah, he's also very self-righteous
Oh,
and
man.
has a huge ego.
Oh, burn!
It's not a huge ego if it's true. I am correct all of the time.
Word of advice, kid. Ditch the fed at the first opportunity. He's gonna see right through you sooner or later, and you're gonna regret it. And with that, he leaves.
Since I'm technically closer, and he wasn't suspicious, can I roll an insight check to see if I can figure out what he was doing?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Got a 13.
He was smuggling chow. Judging by the lack of noise, you could probably assume that the chow were probably being gagged in some respect or muffled somehow.
I'm gonna be
Battle, so you
yeah.
know there's something alive in there, and you can tell by this faint sound of fluttering that there's wings. So, knowing what you know about this guy, it's not hard to put two and two together.
He's either smuggling chickens or chows, and chickens aren't illegal, so...
Yeah. Chows! Chows, on the other hand, are a very heavily regulated market. For obvious reasons.
I myself don't actually, as a player, don't know a whole lot about chows in this context, and so I don't really know how I should
On
the
the one
character
hand, they're
feel.
very popular pets, right?
Right.
For a wide variety of obvious reasons, they're very popular domestic pets. On the other hand, though, mistreating chows has in the past resulted in catastrophic consequences. So the ownership of chows is extremely heavily regulated. It's a very regulated industry. However, douchebags like Clutch, he supports an industry of basically gambling. It's like a dog fighting industry.
Like,
They race, they race and fight chows, and people bet on them.
Mm.
Chows make for good animals for this particular sport because they are both A, fairly intelligent and easily trained, and B, because they are magical and can take on various different attributes, it makes them fun to watch in fights and races because they'll often have different abilities. So
Well-
that's what makes them so popular for this underground sport.
This situation feels a bit twofold for the character because he is an assassin, and so he doesn't really have a whole lot of room to speak or like to criticize.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
But at least I don't abuse animals.
Clutch is probably one of those kinds of guys he would have been hired to assassinate.
or hired by.
Yeah.
And no, actually, he only accepts offers from very specific people.
Ulfremy is an assassin, but he usually sticks to it's mostly political shit.
Yes, but a proper assassin never knows who's hiring them to begin with.
That is true. You wouldn't know if you were being hired by this guy. You
To
don't
be
know who
fair.
your clients are.
But
He was just saying that he chooses his targets.
he would be the kind of target Alsumi would go for.
Fair enough. Well, you gonna do anything else, or are we gonna cut back to the others? To our laundry room adventures.
You can cut back.
Alright. Back we go to the laundry room adventures. Alright, so due to Paz's impeccable good fortune, I'm gonna say that yes, you have found your way to the laundry room. Let's just pretend this is the laundry room. I don't know where to put you guys. So you two have found your way to the laundry room, and you guys go in and start shuffling around, only to have the nursemaid walk in as you are looking through the clothes. It's just you and her now. She demands to know what you're doing in here.
I'm going to roll another bluff and tell her I just got hired here, but I misplaced my uniform. Would you happen to have it in here?
They're caught with lies.
There's so much bluffing happening in the session.
So
Go
much.
ahead, give it a shot. You
10.
got a 10. And she says, "Oh, that's interesting. I saw you accompanying the princess earlier. I didn't realize that was why you were here."
Girl's got to have a job.
Wait, doesn't she need to make a bluff check to see if she believed him?
I don't have a character sheet for this person, so
Oh.
I'm playing it based off of averages.
Oh, okay.
And at a 10, I'll let you have a narrow victory. She says she supposes so. And then she starts to rifle through the clothes, looking for their largest sizes. She's having to look around in the guard uniforms, because there's no one else in the castle who wears clothes that big.
Really?
Yeah. But they do have some large guard uniforms that might fit her. I suppose so. She asked you what uniform you're looking for.
A kitchen uniform.
She gestures to a shelf and tells you that that's where they keep that's where they keep the cook's uniforms.
All right, I will take one.
And before you go to leave, she requests that your companion, whoever they are, should take a shower if they're going to clean linens.
Of course, ma'am.
And with that, she leaves.
I mean, a cold shower would help.
Phew. All right, I suppose I should. Well, probably would be awkward to change right in the laundry room.
Well, there's no one in here at the moment, to be fair.
Except me, except an old man.
Except Pat.
You're not helping, Paz.
Okay.
Just turn around and just stare off into space, please.
You just
Done.
turn around and like look at, I don't know, anything really. I don't care what. Just
I feel like he probably excels at that.
Fine, lass.
does Paz turn around to sneak a peek while Akula is changing?
No,
No.
he's not an indecent prick. He's just a flirt.
Alright, he's got enough respect to keep his eyes where they belong. Alright. So once you're changed into your kitchen uniform, I guess you guys are gonna make your way back to the kitchen.
Just like at the Nacho Gong.
I mean, to be fair, most Mobians don't even wear clothing.
Well, I'm female, so I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say women are socially expected
yeah.
to wear Mobius.
I guess.
Men are, just women are. Because
Never realized that Mobians were sexist.
Yes, it's weird sexism. I don't know.
You might want to keep Paz out of the kitchen.
Good point, good point. I guess I just assumed he would drunkenly follow you in.
Please don't.
I thought he would be seated where he was prior when we were in the kitchen earlier.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Out in the dining room. You return to the kitchen. The other younger man is gone. The older woman's still there, and she demands to know what took you so long.
Oh, just had to find my uniform. It's my first day on the job.
Yeah, well, you better shape up, or it's gonna be your last day on the job. And she redirects you to cutting vegetables again.
And it will be.
Up to Haley and Aurora.
So Haley and Aurora you are deciding.
He had a banquet or something.
Deciding on what weapon to make for Haley. Or for Aurora. For Aurora.
Rapier!
Haley's gonna make a weapon with materials that they have in the forge.
Okay, so wow, I haven't been wanting to say a minute. Wow, okay, what's
This is
the
probably the most well-stocked forge you've ever worked in.
yeah, I think my mind is blown. I'm like, okay, so let's get down to business.
Should it be the Huns?
Yes, I would like to meet him, her. I don't know the gender. I would like to meet them. There we go.
Yes.
Alright, so, conversation, roleplay, go.
Okay, what?
Not touch anything.
Huh?
Ursa tells Aurora not to touch anything in the forge.
But
The thing to remember is that cold metal and hot metal look the same, so don't touch anything.
oh, I guess that does make sense. Thank you.
Just a cautionary tale.
Okay.
By burning hot metal that look cold.
Yeah.
What do we need to make a rapier?
Okay, so if I remember,
Jesse
I
might
did-
actually know the answer to that question. He watches a lot of Forged in Fire.
Ooh.
It's a blacksmithing show. What are they
Yeah,
doing, Jesse?
Some high quality ass steel, that's for sure.
High quality steel. That's gonna be first ingredient.
okay,
I believe high carbon,
High
Hmm,
carbon.
but also high carbon spring steel. But it's gonna need to be because rapiers are really flexible and have to be really flexible with the way they work because they're a standing weapon.
yeah, so basically what Jesse just said. So we need those
Alright.
again.
Left check for your high carbon steel, Jesse. How expensive or limited of a resource would that be?
They're in a castle
Well, I'm
with a professional blacksmith
true.
that works for the castle and the king and the queen.
Okay.
They're not gonna have a limited amount of supplies.
Alright, fair enough. Okay.
Now, their parents might be mad at the cost later on, but the supplies won't be an issue.
Alright. So you find yourself some high carbon steel
Is
and you
there a
start.
blacksmith nearby or any other work hands?
There is no one in the forge currently.
Oh, okay.
It is at the empty at the moment. This forge, while well stocked, doesn't necessarily see a ton of use these days, as their kingdom isn't typically under attack very often. So they're not usually in the habit of making a lot of weapons in bulk.
Actually, they probably have all the weapons they need. It's just repair work and
Exactly. Like
any other odds and ends.
the blacksmith here is mostly just little odds and ends and repairing stuff when it breaks. They don't really have to make a whole lot of new weapons normally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I begun making a wall with a, what is it called? Get a wall? A
Rapier.
Rapier.
a rapier. One. So as I'm walking, I'm having conversation with Awawa, and so I meant brain. Yeah. I look at Awawa. I'm like, do you want me to make it anywhere blast knuckle, whips, or bow and arrows? Like, what do you need, my friend?
Maybe. I would need something else to be able to defend myself in case if I lose the sword, maybe.
Buckler.
A buckler.
Ah, buckler.
Buckler is essentially just a small round shield.
Ooh.
For parrying.
Yeah, I think with your rapier or then that would say for you. I mean, makes it extra like a brass knuckles to sell on the black market. I don't know, but anyways, so
Yeah, that's
While
Hey.
they're doing that, I'm off on the side fine tuning my armor and weapon.
Yeah.
In a junkyard, so it's kind of tricky.
Alright, that's a fair point. I'm going to have Haley do I'm gonna have her do a build repair check to see basically how much damage I want her sword to be able to do, how good a weapon it's gonna be when it comes out.
Well, it's gonna be a piercing damage weapon.
Yeah.
okay, so
We'll build
do
a
I
repair
will
check to determine how good a sword you're able to make.
okay, so do I will a one?
1d6.
Okay,
And that's
That's
gonna be build and repair plus brains.
okay, so let me scroll down real quick. Wait. My brains is a 4. Just gonna mark that down. And my build repair is a 3. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think that's a 14.
Ooh.
Can I add mine? Because I also have a high one.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Since I'm also in a helping, and also I have some training, and not necessarily in blacksmithing, but in general making and repairing of equipment, which means I also have to have an understanding of metallurgy.
Yeah.
You know, like explosives and knowing what kind of charges to use based off the metal. So I can assist with the metalworking to some point. I can't make the weapon, but I can help judge it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take off the help I could get. So do you think?
Got a brains of 5, build of 3,
Ursa's doing quality control.
Aurora's gonna have a
14.
good weapon.
Plus 10. Okay, I'm gonna divide by 4. You get a plus 6 when you use this weapon.
What?
I wasn't expecting you guys to add your skills together.
Me neither.
Can they make me a new scimitar?
It has to actually hit them. It's plus 6 to damage, not plus 6 to hit.
How about it's just 6 damage?
Um,
How about what are our dice rolls for damage?
because like when you guys roll for damage, you roll a 1d6 and then you add whatever bonus you get for your weapon.
Didn't we change the damage to 2d6 now?
It is 2d6s now. Well, it's 2d6s when you're rolling in combat. I don't remember if it's 2d6s for damage now. I think it might be.
I
In
think
which
it is.
case- in which
I
case,
mean, personally, I feel like that might be too much.
plus 6 is still a lot, but it's not
Well,
that
actually,
bad.
the thing
It's
is,
2d6s
if
for
we're rolling
damage.
2d6 for damage, we can have it that way. It's only 1d6 for her, and the rapier is always a +6.
Yeah, the rapier is always +6,
So
and
she's
you
always
just
gonna do at least 7 damage.
yeah, you'll always do a minimum of 7 points of damage when you hit.
Haha.
So, so it's a regular attack.
About being overpowered.
Yeah, so it's a very powerful sword. So if you can hit someone with this, you're guaranteed to get at least 7 points of damage in.
So basically, this is roll 2d6 for damage, but one of them will always be a 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aurora
Yeah.
looks at the rapier and she is smiling like no tomorrow.
I
I
just
mean, it
woke
also
up.
is a rapier, so
Yeah.
I just woke up with Ursa, and I'm like, she's happy now. She's happy.
She's also heavily armed.
As for the buckler, I'm just gonna say,
It's just a round shield.
yeah, it's just
It's
a.
probably just there for aesthetics.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say that like you can roll like a 1d6 when someone attacks you. I'll let anyone who has a shield roll a 1d6, and if you roll a 6, then your shield blocks the attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm gonna do shields. It's simple, easy to remember.
Mm-hmm.
what about the size of the shield? Like, if you have a buckler is really small.
It is.
Normal
It's a very
shield is
small
bigger.
shield.
What I'd say is a buckler blocks on a 6, a normal shield will block on a 5 or 6.
The 5 or 6 for a normal shield.
And
It has to be
a tower
Yeah.
shield would do
Bigger
uh,
shields, better
more
shields can block with more, but a buckler, because of how small it is, will only block on a
But it would
6.
have to be about
Mhm.
5. You can't carry it.
Yeah, she flies. She can't carry a heavy shield around.
Yeah, not to mention Aurora is already like pretty small.
So you now have a 1 in 6 chance of blocking attacks, and when one of your attacks does hit, you're guaranteed at least 7 points of damage.
Haha.
That being said, Aurora has a terrible fucking fight skill, and I don't think she has any weapon skills at all. So her odds of hitting people are not fantastic. In which case, you guys might want to train her.
she's just wildly flailing this incredibly dangerous weapon through the air.
I'm over,
I
I'm over here like a little easy.
It's not like fucking, it's like a whip.
I'm not seeing all of Aurora's stats properly. I'm only seeing her
I
attributes listed for her skills.
I have them right here with me actually. I haven't been able to like write them down on the thing, but I have it on my notes.
Okay, so then what's your let's see, it's in weaponry. What's your weaponry skill?
2.
Okay.
What's your power?
My I leveled up my power to a 4.
Alright, so you have
Oh.
power, so you've got like a 5 plus 2d6 when you roll to attack.
She's actually got the exact same as me.
Alright, that's not terrible. You actually have a decent chance of hitting at that. I mean, like, Elsumi whiffs often enough, but like, you and Elsumi are now in the same boat where like you whiff fairly frequently, but if you do hit, you'll do a lot of damage. Elsumi's the same way. If he hits, he does a fuck ton of damage.
But the main thing that Elsumi uses to his advantage is that if he gets off a sneak attack, they cannot evade it.
Well, yeah, Elsumi relies on sneak attacks. He's not a very good fighter, like in close combat. He relies on sneak attacks. So you got a real good sword now. Do you guys want to go to the? Do you guys want to go train her? Do you want to go practice with the sword?
Ooh, yes, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Training yard. Castle with units. There's gonna be
Yeah.
a training yard.
It looks like this is kind of meant to be that. There's some units around here and some empty mats and stuff.
Training.
Training yards open outside. It's easier to train because you don't have to worry about fucking something up.
Good point.
Training.
I'm not gonna grab over another map for that though. I'm just gonna push you guys outside for
It's
that.
really just a patch of dirt with some test dummies on it.
All right, so you guys go out
There's
to
a
the yard.
there's
Aurora how to use
pretty
her
big
new
open space at the top of the map
Her
near the
shiny-
water.
The shiny new 7-point rapier.
But Aurora, you got you a weapon. Yay!
New weapon. Yes.
Now Harry's gonna be like an overly protective zombie. Like, beep.
Aurora's just so
Elsumi's gonna be real confused when it comes back.
Alright, so we got some training dummies set up for you.
I'll give you some quick pointers on how to use the rapier, being that you do not slash with it. It is a poking and stabbing weapon. Buckler is mainly just held in front of you to deflect blows, but can also be used as like a fist weapon where you can punch something with it.
Ah.
So just remember, punch with the shield and block with it, and the rapier is only for stabbing.
Got it.
So your goal here is to try and stab these dummies in the chest. Alright, so go ahead and roll your
Okay.
weapons.
Okay. Okay. Aurora's really excited. So there's a 3 plus the power. That is a 4. 3, 4. That's a 5. That is a 9.
You miss, and in the process, you end up whacking the arm of the dummy, which causes it to spin, and the other arm smacks you across the face.
I just yell, Aurora, are you okay? I woke up Ursa.
Invigorated. You wanna
Snake! Snake!
I just woke up Ursa. I'm like, her parents should go if it was. I could always see it happening.
Your parents are gonna fucking kill me.
They're probably
do
gonna
you
kill
wanna try
me.
again, Aurora?
Huh?
Do you want to try again?
Yes.
Stab the dummy.
Yes.
Yeah, go on. Another roll.
Haha!
Alright, it's a total this time.
Total is 5, 6, 7, 8,
It was
9.
9 last time, right? So now it's 11.
This time you almost get it. You graze the side.
Wait, does that mean that she needs to
She
roll a
needs to
6
roll
in
a
order to
6 to
win?
hit this dummy properly.
She needs to roll a 6.
I didn't set it up intentionally that she'd have to roll a 6. I just picked a number. Yeah. You grazed the side this time, but you didn't get that good stab in. You want one more try?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead.
She is having a lot of fun. She is smiling while she's doing this. She is like, some
Actually,
excitement.
let's keep doing it until she gets a hit in, and I'll just figure out how tired she is based on how many tries it takes.
Ha!
You get a 6.
Miss. Again. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong dice. Wrong dice. Whoopsie. Okay, that doesn't count. That's a wrong dice. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Roll another d6.
Yeah,
Also,
3
the 4
fails,
also smacks you in the face. 4 smacks you in the face again.
4 fails,
Yeah. And smacks in the face again.
5.
Whoosh!
Oh, you fucking...
Completely whipped.
You
Oh my God.
completely whipped that time.
Oh,
Go straight through to the other side.
You finally got that good hit in.
Oh my
so
god.
it took 7
You
tries.
are bruised and sweaty and tired, but you got a good hit in. The sun is coming down. Alsumi, I assume that you will have started headed back by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alsumi walks up as you guys after he walks up in time to see you actually land a hit on the dummy.
And this is the most baffling thing he's ever seen.
He is baffled. He is baffled by your success. How are you
Yay.
reacting
No,
to bafflement?
I'm baffled by the fact that the Firefly girl is holding a rapier.
And stabbing things, yeah.
Yeah, a very dangerous weapon.
Well, I'd say now is about time for the crazy parents to come running outside screaming, looking for their daughter.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
For a while,
And-
nurse couldn't find you, and she did try to look for you, in fairness, before alerting anybody, but after searching the castle and not being able to locate you, she finally had to cave and tell your crazy helicopter parents that she didn't know where you went. She might lose her job over this.
Uh-oh. Oh boy.
Also, Akula, by this point, you have spent most of your time in the kitchen not actually making that hangover cure, but instead just helping this older woman cook for the rest of the castle.
She got distracted.
But she
I fell back into the actual kitchen working routine.
yeah.
Look, I've worked at a fast food restaurant for years. It's just kind of second nature.
Oh,
She
boy.
likes you though. Your fast and efficient, and she's endeared to you.
Just
I
as
know.
planned.
I know that Aurora's parents don't really care about Elsumi, but can he try using a persuasion check to calm them down?
Yeah, sure. Jesse, can you maybe do the favor of role-playing the parents for me for a minute? I'm kind of tired and I don't have the energy to role-play angry helicopter parents.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
So, they're running out of the castle screaming to the guards to find their daughter, and then they noticed you guys on the training field.
Uh-oh.
What's going on? Where's Aura? Why is she holding her weapon? Guards!
Am I rolling against them in some way for persuasion?
No, just
Yeah. Okay,
you have to roll high.
I got a 13.
Oof.
I'm gonna say to 13, you are somewhat effective in calming them down.
All right.
What do you say to them?
I've rolled a lot of specifically 13s.
What do you say to the parents to calm them down?
Look, it's not that big a deal, honestly. She's still on the castle grounds, and she's
Our
not hurt.
precious little daughter is holding a weapon. She is bruised and sweaty. Princesses don't sweat.
I would like to jump in to the conversation.
Go ahead.
I'm like, look, with all due respect, I know I'm on thin ice with the guys, but I feel like, in my opinion, Aurora needs to have to defend herself.
I did not ask for the opinion of a human, let alone a commoner.
Okay.
You want me to show you? You want me to show you a comment now? And he would just Tempest gains the best.
Guard rests around you. Doesn't matter how strong you are, you can't win those odds.
Fuck.
Can't
Okay, I'm
win
calm.
against an army of guards.
Not an army, just 10, the ones nearby, who are all heavily armed and armored. And you just threatened the fucking matriarch. Calm your temper, girl.
I'm trying my best to calm you. I'm trying my best, but you are giving me a reason to show my temper. Look, I understand you're a protector.
My daughter. Aurora, what is the meaning of this?
I wanted to train.
Train for what?
I don't know, to defend myself, something that you and Mother could not do.
The only reason you needed to be defended in the first place is because you left. If you stayed here, this wouldn't be an issue.
And if you didn't lock me up, I wouldn't have run away. Maybe if you considered maybe once in my life that I could have run, that I could have just been myself, you know, instead of having you wandering around everywhere where I was going. I couldn't even make my own friends, for goodness sake. My own friends.
You are the next leader of this country.
Yeah.
You have to be tailored to rule.
You say that, yet I know nothing about being able to be a leader. You told me nothing about being a leader. All you did was lock me up in my room. What is that supposed to teach me? You didn't teach me anything about my bracelet. You didn't teach me anything about our legacy. You didn't teach me anything of that.
Is that a persuasion check?
Who?
Assuming wants to try another persuasion check.
No, I'm ignoring
No,
you.
I was asking if what Aurora said was would be a persuasion check.
I'm not gonna make that a persuasion check because it's too story specific and character specific. These are her parents, after all.
So it's too blatantly true.
Yeah.
I am sorry, Aurora. We were waiting for the right time.
Right. I'm 17.
Ooh, Scott.
Oh.
You're very controlling your helicopter parents.
We were afraid, Aurora.
You were afraid, yeah. You don't have to be afraid anymore. I'm 17. I am almost at the age where I could actually take over, and yet you're still treating me like a child and not as an equal. And I'm tired of it. I feel like you're ashamed of me.
No, I am not ashamed. Your mother and I, we've never told you this, but we have a reason to be afraid for you. You had an older sister.
What?
We tried to prepare your sister for the world. We tried to teach her to use the power of the Dawn Ring. And we pushed her too far, too soon. And we lost her. You were a stroke of good fortune. We didn't think we could have another child so late in life.
Alsumi is slowly backing away.
Oh, drama!
Oh.
Oh, back out of this one.
Wow.
Haley,
So afraid of making the same mistake again, Aurora.
Why didn't you tell me?
Didn't want you to be afraid. We didn't want you to grow up in fear of what could happen to you.
Another one of those things we were going to tell you at some point. But apparently we waited too long.
Maybe.
The person in the back, like, man, I didn't even notice I had a full briefing.
To be fair, it's not relevant to your briefing.
Yeah,
It wasn't mission critical information, no.
no, but I got a general knowledge of the family.
Mm.
Guess I didn't fucking want to. But then again, I guess if they told me, they might have. Anyway, so. I don't know where to go with this. Fucking groundbreaking information. Your sister's dead. And, the arranged marriage with the bird guy, was that to help protect her because he's strong and powerful?
Yes, they wanted to keep her safe by marrying her off to somebody who could run their kingdom. Basically, the goal was that she would never actually have to use the Dawn Ring herself. She'd have a powerful husband who could protect the kingdom. That was the idea, anyway.
oh wow.
But then he. Yes, that.
We misjudged who we have picked for you to marry. We did not know that he had alternative plans or intentions.
Except that everyone is just
Kind of dumbstruck. What is your?
Need more paths.
This whole
It's
thing?
a shame I'm missing this.
Aurora.
Yeah.
I was assuming
Yeah,
you.
Cool is the only one not here. Oh no, wait, Paz isn't here either.
Hey, you forgot about me again.
Aurora's just. She finds it really hard to believe, but. Sister?
her immediate reaction is she's lost for words.
Very lost for words.
How to respond.
Very lost for words and very confused.
Do you try to run away? Do you go with your parents to your room? What do you do?
May I request one thing?
What?
Can my
What do you
friend-
need?
Can I... For tonight, can I be able to sleep where my friends are?
Your mother agrees, begrudgingly, to allow it. You can all sleep together in the barracks. Just
Thank
for
you.
tonight.
Thank you.
All right. To put a wrap up to this, and that way next time we're set up to actually have combat, we spend the night in the barracks. During the meantime, I talk with her parents to get the whole rundown on the prince, where he is, how to get there, all that horse shit. Just because it was like it is now mission critical information because
Yes.
the mission has changed to the Dawn Ring.
Yes.
Everyone gets gathered up, and in the middle of the night, to avoid further complications, I say we all leave.
You guys are gonna run off in the middle of the night. Well, let's do.
I don't honestly think they're gonna let their daughter go. Not after that.
Yeah. Let's handle the runaway. Let's handle that next session.
Yes, but we're going into the next session. It's the middle of the night. I have the information that we need to go get him, and we're all ready to go if we choose to.
One last thing though, as you guys are gathered in the barracks, considering your options, Aurora is feeling symptoms again.
Oh.
Oh no.
So we'll pick up with that dilemma next session.
Oh god.
As well as if Akula can roll high enough in her cooking to sober up Paz before dragging him over.
Akula and Paz also aren't in the barracks right now.
Yeah, they're not in the barracks right now. So next session, like the first thing I'm gonna do is see if Akula can sober him up, and then drag you guys off to the barracks to gather with everyone else.
I'm excited
Also,
to introduce
considering
Sober
how-
Pass.
Considering
Also-
how serious the situation is apparently going to be, I had better get this right.
Oh my.
You're gonna try to sober up Paz. He's a wimp with a...
Serious cooking session. Real dramatic.
Oh dear.
Cooking with
See,
Akula, episode
It's
1.
just a comic relief subplot. This whole story.
Oh my god.
Session, you two were the comic relief subplot.
Oh my god.
And then Alsumi's was the setup plot line.
Yeah, because you guys are probably we were getting some setup for Alsumi for later.
Yeah. I would also just like to mention that Alsumi's reaction to the family drama consisted of "fuck this shit, I'm out."
I imagine Haley.
I'm just gonna scoot away from my mom.
I imagine from Haley's reaction, she just feels so bad for Aurora, and she just walks up to Aurora and just hugs him, like gently, like it's okay. This is crazy, but it's gonna be okay.